Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I am here on time with my weekend reality reviews. It is time for Love and Marriage Huntsville. This episode gave me exactly what I thought it was going to give me from the preview last week. This bullshit argument at the end, we're going to get into it. I feel like Love and Marriage Huntsville, this episode showed me that Love and Marriage Huntsville is on the same trajectory. Did I say that right? On the same path as the Bravo Housewives shows, where we've run out of giving you my real life. We're about to manufacture some bullshit and repeat it. Like, it's nine. Episode nine, and we're still talking about the same situations from episode one and two. The same shit. Some shit from last season. We still talking about shit from Instagram and Twitter. Like, nobody is willing to dig any deeper into their personal life to put out on TV. So we're just going to make TV for you, and you all are ruining what you all had everybody else beat at, which was being real. But let's jump into it. I don't want to give this episode too much, but I feel like I took a ton of fucking notes. Let's just get into it. Some stuff I might fast forward because it's really not. No, is Mel coming? They don't know if Mel coming. Martell said, I talked to Mel and she said she ain't coming. Hey Zuda, how you doing? I see you in the chat. Martell says he doesn't know. He says Mel says she wasn't coming. Um, this is a cast trip sponsored by Oprah Winfrey, the OWN network. Melody is the executive producer. Her ass is going to be there. And I don't understand. I don't want to get into it because a lot of this shit pisses me off. Tisha is in her feelings because Martell told her that Mel wasn't coming. And she was like, well, Mel could have told me she wasn't coming. I'm like, bitch, you know Melody is coming. Um, Hey Zuda, I had a great weekend. I know you usually don't watch the weekend realities. I'm doing the circle at 6 p.m. I know you'll be back for the circle, but thanks for checking in. I had a great weekend. I got overwhelmed with time. That's why I didn't do any of my weekend lives, but your girl knows how to catch up. But let's jump back into this. They're having a conversation at the kitchen table. Somewhere Tiffany, I don't like Tiffany because she blurts out inappropriate stuff and she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. She want to throw out there like, well, did you talk to your baby mama? Everybody is talking about Mel and she talking about the baby mama. Now, mind you, I thought she was talking about Ariane too, because when you say baby mama, I'm thinking of Ariane. And so Martell was like, yeah, I talk to my baby mama every day. I got to keep her, calm down. And it was like, he said something about the kids, and he was like, we just got one. And then he kind of realized, oh, she talking about Mel. And he was like, Mel is not my baby mama. That's my ex-wife. Please respect her. And Tiffany, if Melody is your friend, why would you call her any of the such? Because see, Tiffany, you knew what the fuck he was doing. She knew what she was doing. And for you to be the new girl, you shouldn't be the one trying to put people on blast. And I feel like you don't watch season one and season two, so you know everybody' personal business, but they don't know your business. But oh, just wait. Oh, just wait. Um, let's get past all of this. I already talked about that. Kimmy and Martell have a conversation at the kitchen sink, and Kimmy feels like Martell and Melody should get back together. And I'm like, oh, fuck Kimmy. Like, Kimmy, let's break it down to this. If Maurice had a baby on you, would you want his ass back? All the love and y'all done got married on the boat in Miami and all that good shit. Would you want his ass back? No. So why would you want Martell? All the disrespect he has done to Melody, you seen Melody cry and all the bullshit over this man. Why would you even entertain a conversation of, oh, I think y'all should get back together? Y'all know, like, Kimmy, shut up, stay out of it. Nobody. That's what I mean when I say nobody else has a storyline. So we just gonna Talk about how Mel and Martell should get back together because I don't want you in my ass calling me a side chick no more. Moving on. Zuda, I'm trying to keep up, but I don't know who is new to the show. Tiffany, yes, Tiffany is new to the show, and we don't like her. We don't like her. So let's. I didn't already read Kimmy a little bit for that. So yeah, we get through these notes kind of quick. So Tiffany and Lewis have a moment in the bedroom. She crying because she missed her teenage son get a haircut. Now I don't know, did the boy have dreads or something? And he finally cut it all off. Let me tell you something. As my son is 18, he gone off to college now. For 16 years, 16 years, maybe no, my son got his first haircut at 2. So for 13 years, I've sat in many of barbershops, and that shit ain't fun. And waited hours, cause some barbers talk too much, and I ain't there for the barbershop talk. I'm trying to get in and get out. I sit in plenty of barbershops, and I've never wanted to be there for my son's haircut. I wish somebody would have took my son to the barbershop for me. So I don't, what Tiffany crying about, I don't have that same understanding, but I'm also not that sentimental. I remember my son got his first haircut at 2. He had really long curls like mine. And I remember at 2, I think I had my curling iron on in the bathroom, and my son grabbed the curling iron and was trying to do something in his hair, and he almost burnt his damn face. And that my aunt and everybody's like, you got to get this boy's haircut. He think, I hope this don't sound politically incorrect, but mind you, this is 16 years ago. She's like, he think he a girl. He got too much hair. It's time for him to get a haircut. So I was like, fine, cut it off. I come home from work one day. My uncle done shaved all my son's hair off, and his hair looked a fucking mess. And I wasn't crying because I missed it. I was upset because I'm like, look at this shit. And then my cousin, he kind of got the same vibe. He took him to the barbershop, got him his first little buzz faded haircut. I wasn't there for that. And I was like, thank you so much. My baby look good. So I don't understand the emotions of Tiffany, but that's why all women are made differently. But let's fast forward through her crying over this teenager's haircut. Not her 1-year-old's haircut, but a teenager. Okay, Melody shows up. Everyone looks surprised. Hey, Mel, what you doing here? Martell said you weren't coming. I'm like, this is a cast trip. You knew she was coming. So let's move on. They mess with Mel about who she got to share a room with, and I'm like, look, Oprah done booked this house for y'all. She knew Mel is an executive producer. Mel made sure it was enough rooms for her not to have to sleep with Martell. So, cute, but let's move on. Melody is now mad at Tisha, talking about, I didn't know Martell was coming. And I'm like, Mel, how you didn't know Martell was coming and you was in the same text group? You probably planned the trip with Carlos and Oprah and made the reservations and stuff. Girl, you knew Martell ass was coming. And Mel, you got caught up in a lie. Because see, you had a whole conversation with Tiffany, not Tiffany, what's the other child name? Destiny, talking about you can't come on the trip unless Destiny come because you need Destiny to be a buffer because Martell was gonna be there. So which one is it, Mel? You need Destiny to be there because Martell gonna be there, or you didn't know Martell was coming? Find a better lie, find a better storyline. That one ain't working. So the next day they get into these vans, they getting ready to go on this secret mission with Tisha. It's the girls in one van, the boys in another van. The girls on the van talking about Melody's music video. I don't understand why, Melody, you in the privacy of this van with the females that care to see your video. Why you didn't show the video to them then? Because you knew what you was doing. You was making TV later. We gonna get to it. And then you talking about the co-parenting counseling. I really hope that works for you all. The men are in their van talking about divorce. And I'm like, the main man who's supposed to be celebrating his 15-year wedding anniversary is continuing the conversation about I never get divorced. I ain't never divorced. And it's not like he's saying he would never divorce his wife because he proudly got on TV to mention all the divorceable moments they have had. And now I'm curious about, well, what were these divorceable moments? that you and Tisha seem to have, because Tisha seems to seem like you all have a perfect relationship, but we all know that that's not true. And I'm just ready for them. I thought the men would be on their van turning up, taking shots, talking about going to the strip club, at least going to the casino. Like, I thought the men would be having a good time. But I guess they couldn't take shots. I don't know. But let's move on. I was bored with the conversation. Marcel says he was so happy his aunt gave him this best advice at the wedding. The aunt told him to be thankful for the kids, because if she didn't stay in her marriage because of the kids, she would have missed out waiting out the bad shit to get to the good stuff. This sound like a miserable ass old lady. I'm not staying nowhere for no kids. One, you doing the kids a disservice. All your kids done seen you go through all the toxic bullshit with this spouse, and now that they grown, they going out repeating what they seen, and they probably gonna stay in some toxic bullshit for their kids. Let the shit go. I wish everybody would just. I believe in being happy. If it's not working and you're at that divorceable moment and you go through the counseling and the counseling just ain't working, it's okay to show your children that we could be happy apart and co-parent effectively, but we not gonna stay in this toxic bullshit just so y'all could grow up in the same house with two parents. Like, no, miss me with that. Your auntie probably is miserable. She probably looking at her husband like fuck him every night, but she just, now that she done stayed with him while the kids, until the kids are grown, she probably 50, 60, and don't nobody else want her ass, so she was like, let me go ahead and just stay. I don't know, but I just, do y'all believe in staying with somebody just for the kids? I don't believe in that. And I think that's more that backwards country ass advice that they give people to sit up and be unhappy, when I feel like you should just always put happiness first. And when you're happy, your kids are happy. I don't know. Hey Dan, you said this is off topic. Okay, what we about to get into before we go back? But you should do a recap of the newest UK reality show called Ready to Mingle. Dan, I'm here. You know I love a good dating show. But if I have to go on my computer and watch it through a link, I ain't gonna watch it. Now, if it's on Netflix or Hulu or something, I'll check it out. Let me know, Dan, how can I watch it? But if I gotta go find a link on a computer, I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna stick with it. Because I tried to get into the Circle UK, I think Big Brother UK, and all that getting on the link, trying to find a hot link, I ain't had time for it. Okay, but let me know, Dan, how I can watch it, and I might check it out. So finally, they doing something that I want to do. Like, this is on my Vegas bucket list. I want to get on them slingshot cars. That looked fun. They was driving through Vegas on the strip, through the desert, having a good time. I said, this looks like a great activity. I now see why they weren't taking so many shots, because you can't get on these people cars drunk. But I was like, Tisha, that was a great idea. I definitely want to do that. Destiny shows up. Hey, Destiny. They done lost her luggage, so she a little bit pissed, but she showed up and she ready to have a good time. Martell cracks a little joke on Mel, talking about, you can't drive, Mel. Cute. That was a little cute crack of a joke. Light, simple, not too much. Martell can't get in the car because his clothes is too tight. That was hilarious. So they ride and they off. They get to this beautiful backdrop where you can see the cityscape, and it's kind of like you can see the mountains, the city lights, but you in the desert. It was beautiful for selfies. Great. Tisha says tomorrow is the boys' day and the girls' day. We're gonna split up. I guess we're gonna see that next week. What I didn't understand is why Tisha had to pull Maurice to the side and be like, it's these women out here. These women be wanting men and stuff, and they be looking at y'all and everything. And since Martell is out here single, I need you to keep an eye on your brother. Now that says something about your husband. That statement, real or fake, I don't know. That tells me when Melody a couple of seasons ago was like, you need to pull up at the bar and see what your husband doing. He got about 20 women. I believe it. I always believe Martell and Marceau did dirt together. It's been written all over their face for the past few seasons. But that statement right there that Tisha made, talking about I need you to keep an eye on your brother because Martell is out here single. Tisha know her husband. She know her husband ain't shit. She know her husband will fuck around. I don't know what you expect Maurice to do. I really don't. I don't see Maurice stopping his brother. I see Maurice knowing all the dirt his brother does and is gonna keep all his dirty little secrets. Now I don't think Maurice will go out there and cheat, but shit, I don't know Maurice too much. And matter of fact, the way these Huntsville men are starting to line up and look, that look like kind of the place you don't want to go looking for no man either. But Tisha, girl, why would you get on TV and say some shit like this? I don't get it. But this is the part of the scene that seemed manufactured to me because here come Maurice. Well, I thought y'all was going to the secret counseling. The secret counseling ain't work. Maurice, you know your brother don't give a fuck about no counseling. Like, why are we talking about this right now? If anything, if anything, if let's say real life scenario, my brother-in-law come up to me and be like, I know y'all getting ready to go out and have a good time, but keep an eye on your sister because her girlfriend over there single and you know how she get. I'm gonna be like, well, how the fuck do my sister get? What she do? You know, it's gonna be a whole that conversation. I'm not gonna. I don't know. I don't. Maybe I'm made different, but I'm kind of gonna check you talking about what the fuck you mean. I need to keep an eye on my sister. What the fuck you think she gonna be out here doing? You know. But see, Maurice knows brother. He already know what's up. Tisha, this just made you look real insecure, and let's move on from it because I couldn't believe you got on TV saying all this. Do y'all think Maurice? Y'all think Maurice gonna tell Marcel what Tisha said? I I see another family counseling session coming up. Um, Now here comes the shit of the whole episode. Now what you say, Dan? You know you can go to Google and type in free TV. Yeah, see, I gotta go on the internet. I probably not gonna watch it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do it. Now here comes the shit of the episode, and this is what I say. This is why I say Mel started the shit. Martell took it too far, and we don't feel sorry for his ass. But Mel started this shit. Let's get into it. Melody pulls Martell to the side. She's like, "It's your week with the kids. Who got them?" Because, and I feel like as a mother, you allowed to ask who watching your kids because she definitely want to make sure they ain't over Ariana house. I get that. Martell said, "My mama got them." I would assume the mama got them, but then Melody's like, "But your mama got to work." He was like, "My mama took off work for her grandkids. Don't worry about it." Cool. Conversation should have been dead. It should have been dead right there. You know where your kids at? They good. They over their grandmama house. Go back over there with Destiny and have fun, Mel. But oh no, Mel got to talk about, well, you know, I was shooting my video, my music video. And yeah, Martell did say that shit, that bullshit, I believe is what he said. I'm not mad at him for saying that because Melody, you know, he don't give a fuck about that song. So he let you know he don't give a fuck about that song. I'm not mad at that. Then she had to bring up Brittany and apologizing for the both of you all for what he said about Brittany. You didn't have to do that. If you apologize to Brittany, let it be that. You don't have to tell, you know, Melody, you know your ex-husband better than anybody on this show. You know you are poking the bear when you bringing up all the shit he do over there on social media. You should let that shit go, or that should have been a private conversation. You could have texted or had when you know dropped off the kids or anything else. So now we got to talk about Brittany, and it's just escalating. I believe he called Melody Beyonce a time or two. You went too far, Martell. You went too far. She might can hum a note like Michelle, but Beyonce, no, no, sir. But moving on. So now Melody wants to make TV. I forgot how far it escalated, but at some point, Martell was backing away, and he's like, "Well, why you keep calling me Beyonce? Why you keep calling me Beyonce? Why you keep calling me Beyonce?" I'm like, "Bitch, if somebody call you Beyonce, take that as a compliment and move the fuck on, because Beyonce, you are not. The career of Beyonce, you will never have, and that's just facts. I'm not hating on you, Mel. You are my favorite, but it's your turn to get read down because you started this shit, and it could have been a good trip." But you poked at Martell until he gave you the TV moment you were looking for, and then you drove off. And that was some bullshit. Finally, let's not go into all the back and forths because I wrote too many notes about it, and I'm not going through all the back and forths of what they talk about. Finally, Melody says, no, Martell brings up the point that your song hurt my feelings. We got 4 kids together, and the song hurt my feelings and the kids' feelings. And Melody is like, the kids don't know nothing about the song, and fuck your feelings. You wasn't thinking about your 4 kids when you went out and made the fifth. And that is on period and all facts. Dead of the conversation. Nobody should give a fuck about Martell's feelings because it wouldn't be a song. It wouldn't be a video. None of this shit would be happening to Martell if he wouldn't have never fucked around on his wife. So that's one thing about this scene I agree with Melody. We're not about to feel sorry for Martell. He fucked this up. So Melody in the background playing the song. Like, listen, I don't even know how the song go. I personally don't even care for the song. So I can't tell you how it go. But she playing the song, the little melody going on in the background. Tisha and Kimmy are like, Mel, you really antagonizing Martell. You see he over there getting, I don't know what Martell thought he was gonna do. He wasn't gonna hit nobody. So I don't know why everybody was holding him back. But just like, Melody, can you turn it off? And she was like, he said my song was some bullshit, so I ain't turning it off. Now, mind you, me, I would have been funny acting. I probably would have been singing the song, making the shit worse. That ain't right. But mind you, we ain't giving a fuck about Martell. I'm not caring about his feelings being hurt. So finally, Melody goes get in the car, and it's like, Mel, you really hurting his feelings. And she was like, that's a control mechanism. He talking about his feelings hurt because he wants me to stop, but he the one who started. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Melody, you started the shit. Martell gave it to you. He gave you some good TV for your TV show, and you sped off in a little speed race thing. And that was the end. That was the end. What else did I say in my notes? Yep, Melly drove off. And that's on the next week. I don't know what happens next week, but I guess we about to see if Marceau get in trouble with all the women that's looking at him. I don't know who looking at him, but you, Tisha. I don't know why Tisha think all the women want her husband. The way he acts on this TV screen, I don't see nobody wanting him but another backwards ass woman like you who want to deal with that 1950s type of thinking. I don't know who would want him because I don't see him being a tricking off money for women. I don't see him doing that. I don't know. Who knows? But on to next week. I talked about this shit way too long. I do love Love and Marriage Huntsville, but I need the storyline to progress. I don't want to see Melody and Martell arguing no more. I really don't want to see Miss Wanda coming up doing her bullshit. Can we progress the storylines? Can we dig deeper into what the fuck happened with Destiny and her shit? Destiny want to talk about everybody else's relationship, but what the fuck happened with yours? And what's Tiffany and Lewis's real tea? And Kimmy, you and Maurice got to give something more than what y'all doing. Something more. But that's it. That's all I have to give you all. Get in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this week's episode. I'm just happy I got this up on time. I got this done on time. But like, comment, and share, all of that good stuff. I will see you all next week for the Weekend in Reality. I know I haven't done Family or Fiance in a while, and I feel like the past 2 Family and Fiancés have been good, but I haven't even watched them. Like, my weekends have been so busy. I haven't even watched those 2 episodes yet, but I will catch those up. I promise. But If this is your first time with Kiss My Cheeks TV, please go ahead and hit subscribe. I hope you appreciate my channel. And I will see you all later. And if you're interested in the circle, 6 o'clock p.m. The circle is going down. Bye.